ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Witchers spend most of their time on the road in search of their next contract. They must trek across wide valleys, climb over high mountain peaks, and trudge through thick bogs. Luckily, Geralt can always count on his horse, Roach, to help him in his travels.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him, too. His theory collapsed.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Come on.
We going? Help me! Help!
Manticore? Or a barbaric Griffin.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail?
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there? Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Go to the tavern in White Orchard. When on a roll, hold A without steering to automatically follow its path.
So, the Griffin this close to the village. Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Too many things to read right now. Okay. You're nearing a village. Don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen won't tolerate theft, and also won't look kindly on you accosting others. Sounds simple enough, but goes against every RPG game you've ever played before now. Local residents often erect notice boards near settlements such as villages and cities. These are marked on your map. Examine them to learn about contracts, work for witchers, and local happenings.
Not so fast, Roach. Go, go!
The grandfather about Smith. Lad went missing one day, so folk nagged a witchman that was hunting nearby, started poking him, asking. When he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Oh, so it were. Except it was some drowner that had sat on the kid. Witcher had naught to do with it.
Looking for
What
trouble.
did they do? They could have sewed his head back on. Word is,
Hey there.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a Griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Oh. Options marked. Bag and coin. We'll open the shop panel.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
There a contract on that Griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. I believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Buy and sell items using the shop panel. Press A to make a purchase, press B to close the shop panel. Alright, no equipment. I can buy a torch. Oh, here are the shop items. Alright. Neutral card. Special card. Unit card. Special ability. Decoy. There's a card game in this. In this one. 50 crowns. 20 crowns. 20. 20. Ranged combat. Gwent cards. Okay, blah, blah. Well, I gotta try the pepper vodka.
Thanks for everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Here, Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Drommel. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh? Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Options marked Axii will make use of the Axii sign. This sign influences people's minds, causing them to act according to your will. To charm more stubborn individuals who would otherwise resist during a conversation, invest in the delusion ability in the character panel.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
attention.
There are 4 factions.
4 what?
Factions! Teams! Suits! Similar to clubs and spades, except each suit has its own face cards. There are also special cards.
Wouldn't you rather play war? It's like to be near dawn before you get your game in the noggin.
What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down. War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Options marked cards will begin a game of Gwent.
Why not?
Splendid! Here's how it's done.
Welcome to Gwent, an ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. Choose a card to redraw 0-2. Biting Frost. To begin, you draw 10 cards. This will be your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so use these wisely. This is a unit card. The number in the upper left corner indicates its strength. When placed on the battlefield, this value is added to the total strength of the player who placed it. Cadwini Siege Expert. You gotta recalibrate the arm by 5 degrees, but what by the what now? Morale boost adds +1 to all units in the row, excluding itself. This is the unit's combat row icon. This icon indicates the row in the battlefield where the card can be played. Close, ranged, or siege. Some unit cards have special abilities. This Kid Winnie Siege Expert's special ability is called Morale Boost, which grants +1 strength to all units in the same row. Weather cards are a type of special card. They reduce all strength of all cards of a given type on the battlefield, including your own. Frost, wind, and rain? At the start of each game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw. But let's skip that for now and go straight to playing. Here's the battlefield. This is your side. There are many more like it, but this one is yours. Case in point, this is your opponent's side. During each turn, a player may place 1 card on the battlefield or pass. Cat, stop moving the mouse. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you a special ability which can be used only once during a battle. Trigger the special ability at any point by pressing X. Alright, press A to select a card from your hand, press A again to place it on the battlefield. The number on the left by your icon shows the current total strength of your units. The number on the right shows the total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a card is played. At the end of the round, the player with the highest total strength wins. During your turn, you can pass by holding down Y. Once you pass, you cannot play any more cards during that round. Your opponent can continue playing cards until he or she passes as well. You should pass when you are confident you can win with the units you already have in play, or to let your opponent win and save your cards for the next round. A round ends once both players have passed. Players then compare the total strength of the units to determine the winner. All cards on the battlefield are discarded and both players' total strength is reset to 0. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have chosen poorly. Stop moving the mouse. What does my leader card do? Pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it instantly. I want to see how I can win at this point. Okay, he's played. Assuming he doesn't have two, he's played his ring. So I can start playing my siege. I'm going for broken this one. Yeah, we'd be tied if I did that. There we go. There's no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for later. Each deck also features its own heroes. Heroes are high-value cards immune to the effects of special cards. These powerful cards can turn the tide of battle. Acquire more powerful cards by completing certain quests or purchasing them from vendors.
Well. You've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
You got a new Gwent card.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name?
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Did she disappear? I need a new controller. Left stick is sticking. Apparently I can't talk to anybody while I'm still moving.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
See you later, Vesemir.
I figured he'd want to go with me to the garrison, but I guess not.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Wouldn't want to stay long anyway.
Maybe not. And maybe you'll just stay forever.
6 feet under.
Mistake.
Oops.
Nice meeting you.
Stop touching the mouse. Silly cat. Okay.
Gran told me about Smithsburg. Lad went missing
Move
one
it.
day, so folk had a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking.
The game state will be automatically saved when you reach certain milestones in the story. Still, you should save your progress early and often on your own. The world is full of predators, bloodthirsty beasts, bandits, and countless other dangers.
When he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam,
Looks
they
like
knocked
there's another merchant over there.
Come on.
Some drowner that sat on it. Witcher had naught to do with it.
Hey there.
They could have sewed his head back on.
word is the
Hey, is that the guy?
We meet again.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
See, you managed to salvage some goods.
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half-free.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Other. No, I didn't realize orange wasn't the coin of choice anymore. Amateur's weapon repair kit. %50 of item durability restored. Rabbit pelt. Old bear hide. Old sheepskin. Old goat hide. These are all... can be sold to merchants or dismantled into crafting components. Very interesting. This interface is a little weird to me. I'm tempted to buy a repair kit, but I'm also kind of a cheap bastard.
Take care.
Wow, my horse disappeared quick. Seriously, where's my horse? Going back to the inn?
Gran told me about Smithsburg. Lad went missing one day, so folk had a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking. But he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Aye, so it was. Except it was some drowner that had sat on it. Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the bloke do?
Void him up. Would you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now. D-E-R-V-A-N. Not Goidemar.
What do you mean? I know what they named you at your cutting. What kind of name is that anyway? Durban.
Nilfgaardian. My gran was from Nazaire.
Oh, so that's how it is. Then by my leave, Master Durban, may the Gold Sun guide you far away from my land.
New marker, notice board. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way?
Oh! Huh?
Sorry.
Me dad had a sword once too.
Alright, if I would have known it was going to be this far, I would have brought my horse.